Hey there, this will be a breaking down of what we covered on the 31st. So we're getting to the point where we should be a little bit faster in galaxies, and we can do that by just kind of breaking it down measure by measure and practicing it really intensively. You did a great job in the lesson, so just kind of keep on doing what you're doing and take a look at this video if you need a reminder of what went on. So, first measure is pretty easy, right? You're starting on G, gap on bottom, right? And then you're going to E, gap on top. So, just practicing that shift will let you do this pretty straightforwardly. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next measures 3 and 4 rely on this shift where you keep your middle finger exactly where it is and move the outside fingers, your thumb and pinky, down 1. So, practicing this, when you practice, make sure what you're playing sounds like what I'm playing so that you can be sure that you're playing the right chords, right? And here, once you've got that down, remember the 3 chords are in the long, long, short pattern. Long, long, short. Long, long, short, long. Long, long, short, long. And then you do that again, starting from the beginning in the next measures. Here you add your right hand. Your right hand, remember, is 5 on G, 2 on D, 1 on B. 5, 2, 1, G, D, B. And then you go ahead and do that again from the beginning. The ending here is a little bit more different. This is measure 15 through 16, right? And the measure numbers are the little numbers at the top left corner of each system, right? So measure 15 and 16, you start with the 3 of the same chord, E on bottom, right? You go here and then go back. That's why practicing back and forth is really helpful, because then you can... The only thing you need to add from here is a regular G chord. So maybe practicing from here to regular G, here to regular G is helpful, so that you can do this whole thing in one go. Then, what we were going to try and do is practice playing hands separately, where you don't look at your hands, so that you can eventually get the places where you switch left-hand chords smoother. Remember, you start on A position in your right hand, so this should be pretty easy. Make sure to move 1 down, 1 note without looking. You can feel the division between the notes with your thumb, so you don't need to look to know that you've moved your thumb down 1 to G. And then go ahead and feel where your 3 is and move your 1 to where that 3 is so that you can get up to the C position without looking for 21. And then go ahead and get back to the original position by moving your 3 where your 1 is. Now you're back to where you started. That should take care of most of the right hand right there. All of this is going to be in the C position, so you can just kind of use the finger numbers that you know. Try not to look. This is going to be difficult. I would just memorize this so you can look. memorize what the left hand changes into and memorize what the right hand sequence is. 1, 5, 3, 2, so that you can eventually play that smooth. And then back to not looking here. 5, you can feel the division between the two keys, so you'll know when your 5 has moved up a key without looking. This is another one that might be difficult. This A and G at the end of the second section that you know how to play. This is measure 46. A, G. Try your best to do that without looking. You're basically going to want to move 2 keys down with your thumb. You can feel the division as you pass. That's the A that you want, and then move your 2 over your thumb and play it without looking. It's okay if it's slow at this point. And then what we were working on in the last section we're going to play for the recital in the right hand. You have this rhythm down. Long, short, long, 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 long. Just practice this ending here. Right? That's all going to be short. So 1 on A, 2 on F, 1 on G. That's where we started. 1, 2, 1, A, G, F. 1, 2, 1, A, G, F. Then you're jumping up to E with 5. 1, 1, 2, 1, 5. A, F, G, E. A, F, G, E. 1, 2, 1. A. It's A, F, G, not A, G, F. I said that earlier, and that's not right. A, F, G, E. 1, 2, 1, 5. A, F, G, E, and then D with 2. So when you get that, that's basically how fast you're going to have to play it. 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, A, F, G, E, D. And if you can do that, then you're in good shape to do the entire right hand there. Left hand, starting from where the right hand and left hand play together. The first section should be easy to do without looking. They're just regular chords, so keep your hand in the same shape and track your pinky and feel the division between the keys to make sure you move up the right number, right? So starting on F, keep your hand in the same shape, move up 2 with that pinky, move down 1, move down 1, move up 1. These are the same. And then your thumb is going to stay the same, and your 5 and your 3 are each going to move down 1. This is the rhythm section that you've played a lot in measure 23 and 24. It's sounding good now. And then to get back to F, your thumb is just going to move down 1. Everything else stays the same. Same sort of thing here. Same shape. Just track the divisions of the keys with your pinky. So try and do all this without looking if you can. At the beginning of 33, this is going to probably be a little bit tougher because you're going to need to go from this D down to a regular D. So if you need to look there, you can, because your right hand isn't doing anything until later in the measure. So you can just kind of glance and look back, right? You don't want to spend it forever looking. Just practice playing the inversion at the end of 32, and then look, move, look up, so that you're ready for the right hand, right? There's 2 more of those, and then you're moving to E, gap on bottom. 5, 2, 1 is a good way to do it. The way I sort of said you should think about moving is you're on D. If you move all your fingers up 1 key, and then move your thumb up another key, 5, 2, 1, finger 5, 2, 1 is going to be where that is. And then don't move your hand. but you're going from gap on bottom to gap on top. You can do this without moving at all by just playing 5-3-1. Now the gap is on top. And then there's this motion again. Middle stays the same, but outside goes down 1. Then you're going back to regular D chord. Same thing, right? Move to E, gap on bottom by moving everything up 1, moving your thumb up another, 5-2-1. Switch to gap on top, 5-3-1. Switch to D on bottom, yeah. And then it's just variations of this, right? You'll get a sense of how to do that without looking. If you just follow those steps based on the situation that you're in. There's, yeah, so just try your best, and we'll pick it up next time.